Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. When Ryan Seacrest exited Live with Kelly and Ryan, and was later announced as Pat Sajak's replacement on the 2024 TV schedule as the new Wheel of Fortune host, Kelly Ripa expressed one big concern: Seacrest's spelling. She brought that up again as he returned to the morning show, taking playful shots at her former co-host, and unsurprised that she pulled her punch when it came to the easiest target. Wheel watchers had lots of thoughts last week when the new host of one of the best game shows of all time made what many considered to be his first big flub. Kelly Ripa rips on Ryan Seacrest's spelling skills. Ryan Seacrest returned to a pretty familiar set on October 7, when he and sister Meredith Seacrest Leach were guests on Live with Kelly and Mark. The siblings were there to promote their new children's book, The Make-Believers. Kelly Ripa wasted no time in throwing jabs at her longtime friend, joking that it was Seacrest Leach who had done all the work. The morning show host was also kind enough to ask her former colleague about his new job, as she jested, "Look at Kelly Ripa, going straight for the jugular." Ryan Seacrest owned up to not being the best when it comes to texting, but said, "On the puzzles I'm okay." Ripa didn't miss a beat, responding. As candid as the live star can be, Kelly Ripa didn't pluck the lowest hanging fruit on the Ryan Seacrest humiliation tree, because just days earlier he committed what many Wheel of Fortune fans considered his first big snafu. Ryan Seacrest suffers first blunder as Wheel of Fortune host. While there was plenty of concern that Ryan Seacrest would never be able to fill the shoes of one of the best game show hosts in Pat Sajak, fans were complimentary of his debut. Things have been going well for him and his beloved co-host Vanna White, but there was a little bump in the road when it came to the bonus round during the October 4 game. Take a look at what went down. After Cody correctly guessed "out of the way" as the phrase he was looking for, Ryan Seacrest failed to immediately acknowledge that the contestant had won. It wasn't an egregiously long pause, but it was long enough for Vanna White to start clapping and then stop to wait for her co-host's confirmation, which he did by saying, "It's unknown why Ryan Seacrest paused like that. Was he caught off guard by the contestant's quick response or waiting for some kind of official confirmation? It might also have been simply for dramatic effect, but I would hope not, because that 10 seconds goes so fast, and Cody needed to know whether or not to keep guessing." Many fans sounded off on Reddit, with one calling it a nightmare for the contestant, and many agreeing that it seemed like Ryan Seacrest was just trying to build suspense. We'll have to see if similar instances continue to happen, or if any other signs of Seacrest's spelling woes become obvious as the new host gets more games under his belt. Kelly Ripa is known for her sharp wit and vibrant personality, making her one of the most beloved daytime talk show hosts. Her sense of humor shines through in many moments, and recently, it was on full display when she poked fun at her former co-host, Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest, a television powerhouse in his own right, took over as the new host of Wheel of Fortune, a role previously held by Pat Sajak for over 4 decades. In the lead-up to his new gig, Kelly Ripa couldn't resist making a few jokes at Seacrest's expense, showcasing the playful dynamic they shared during their time together on Live with Kelly and Ryan. The reunion of Ripa and Seacrest for a round of banter about Wheel of Fortune was heartwarming, as the two are clearly comfortable ribbing one another. The jokes flowed easily, centering around Seacrest's new role and the pressure of filling the shoes of the legendary Pat Sajak. Ripa, as always, managed to strike that perfect balance of light teasing without crossing the line into anything too harsh or biting. But as the jokes flew, I found myself surprised that one particular moment from Seacrest's career didn't come up: his infamous American Idol flub in 2017. For those who might not remember, Seacrest made headlines when he hilariously attempted to give a high five to a blind contestant, completely forgetting in the moment about the contestant's inability to see the gesture. It was an awkward yet genuinely funny moment that Seacrest himself later laughed off. While he quickly recovered, that gaffe became one of his most memorable slip-ups in an otherwise smooth and polished career. Given how comfortable Ripa and Seacrest are joking with each other, It seemed like the kind of material that would be perfect for their reunion. Seacrest's blunder is the kind of light-hearted mistake that fits perfectly with the kind of good-natured ribbing Ripa is known for. Perhaps the oversight was deliberate, as they wanted to focus on his new role and not drag up past mistakes. Still, it's the type of thing fans of both Ripa and Seacrest have come to expect in their interactions. Ryan Seacrest, from idol to fortune. Seacrest's move to Wheel of Fortune marks yet another impressive chapter in his storied career. Known for his hosting prowess on shows like American Idol and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, Seacrest has been a staple on American television for years. His polished, professional demeanor has made him a go-to figure for live television, where his calm and collected presence is invaluable. Stepping into the role of Wheel of Fortune host, however, is a different kind of challenge. Pat Sajak has been synonymous with the game show since 1981, and viewers have grown accustomed to his style. Replacing a beloved figure like Sajak is no small task, and Seacrest will need to find a way to make the show his own while respecting the legacy of his predecessor. It's understandable that Ripa would seize the opportunity to make light of Seacrest's new role. After all, the two spent several years co-hosting Live with Kelly and Ryan, where they developed a close friendship and an easy rapport. The duo became known for their playful interactions, with Ripa often teasing Seacrest about everything from his meticulous grooming habits to his busy work schedule. Their dynamic was a key part of the show's success, and it's clear that their relationship remains strong even after Seacrest's departure from the program. A missed opportunity for more jokes? The Wheel of Fortune jokes was spot on, but Seacrest's American Idol flub was such an iconic moment that it's surprising it didn't make it into the conversation. It's one of those moments that's so perfectly Seacrest, because it showed that even the most polished of hosts can have a completely human, goofy moment. In fact, Seacrest's ability to laugh at himself in situations like that is part of what makes him so likable. Had Ripa brought up the idol moment, it would have been another chance to showcase that kind of self-deprecating humor. Seacrest, who is always a good sport, would no doubt have laughed along with her, and it would have added another layer of humor to their already funny exchange. Plus, in the world of live television, slip-ups are bound to happen, and Seacrest's career has been so remarkably smooth that his few stumbles stand out all the more. While the Wheel of Fortune jokes was certainly a hit, it's possible that the producers or even Ripa and Seacrest themselves decided not to bring up old flubs in an effort to keep the focus on the future rather than the past. After all, Seacrest's move to Wheel of Fortune is a major career milestone, and focusing on that positive transition makes sense. However, for fans who love a good callback, the American Idol High Five incident could have been a fun addition to the conversation. Seacrest's future as Wheel of Fortune host. As Seacrest steps into his new role on Wheel of Fortune, it will be interesting to see how he brings his own flavor to the show. While Seacrest is no stranger to game shows, having hosted American Idol for over 2 decades, Wheel of Fortune is a different kind of program. The slow pace, focus on word puzzles, and the tradition built by Sajak all contribute to a unique atmosphere that Seacrest will need to navigate carefully. If his past work is any indication, Seacrest is more than up to the task. His ability to adapt to different formats and his undeniable charisma will likely make him a success as the new host. Still, longtime fans of the show will be watching closely to see how he handles the transition and whether he can live up to the legacy left by Sajak. In the meantime, fans of Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest will continue to enjoy their playful interactions. Whether they're joking about Seacrest's latest career move or reminiscing about their time on Live, it's clear that their friendship remains strong. And who knows, maybe one day we'll get the joke about Seacrest's American Idol flub that we've been waiting for. Until then, we'll just have to settle for their Wheel of Fortune banter, which, let's be honest, is more than enough to keep us entertained.